are so cool. Like, look at that. Eyes are fascinating, and they really are the window to people's soul, I believe. I'm just thinking of how amazing God is to have created our eyes, as well as everything else He's created. Today I'm thinking about how blessed I am to live in Southern California. It's in the middle of January and it's going to be in the 70s today at the beach, so of course, naturally, I'm going to take advantage of that and go to the beach and lay out for a little bit, relax. I'm looking forward to it. Lately, I've been sleeping on my floor on like a foam mat, a foam pad or mat, I don't know what to call it. I've been in the process of trying to get a new mattress. Earlier, a few months ago, I did get a new mattress. I purchased a new mattress online without trying it out first, and it ended up being too soft. It's comfortable, but it's too soft. I think I need more of a firmer mattress for my body to be aligned rather than like sinking in, because I have back problems and things like that. So I'm in the process now of returning this new mattress, and it's been such a hassle. When I first tried to return it, they gave me this foam pad and basically were like, well, try this firm gel mattress topper. First of all, it's not firm, it's not made out of gel, and so it's literally just like a cutout piece of foam. I'm like, really? That's kind of offensive that you think that that's gonna help me, and that I'm just gonna accept that rather than go through with the actual return. Maybe that sounds entitled of me, I don't know, but I was just like, really? But it was at no cost, so I said, sure, send it out. And I tried it, and it made things worse. It made my bed even more soft, because again, it wasn't firm. So I just decided to sleep on the floor with the foam pad, and that's been a little firmer, obviously, because the floor is not the softest, even with carpet. And it's been interesting. When I wake up, I do feel achy and my back hurts and everything, but it goes away. Whereas before, with the mattress, the softer mattress that I've been sleeping on, the aching isn't as intense right away when I wake up, but it's almost like it's like a dull ache that persists throughout the day. So I figured, like, hey, maybe it's better to just feel achy right away and then it goes away, rather than like something that persists the whole day. I don't know, obviously I'd rather not ache at all, which hopefully this new mattress that I'm getting will help with that. It's actually the same mattress that I slept on when I visited my brother and sister-in-law in Florida. And it was a lot firmer, and I asked them what it was, and so I'm gonna try that one out. I hope it goes well. But anyway, going back to sleeping on the ground, it's felt like really cozy and nice, and it almost brings back this nostalgic feeling. And I'm not sure why, because it's not like I slept on the ground as a kid. Like, I had a bed, and so I don't know if it just reminds me of like maybe times in the past where I have slept on the ground, maybe at like a friend's house or something during a sleepover or what. And I also have like a softer blanket, and it's like very cozy, and it's also been warmer lately. So on top of everything else, it feels more like summer, and summer always brings back nostalgic feelings for me, and like this particular feeling, I don't even know if to call it nostalgic or what, but it's like this feeling that I really like, that makes me happy and sad at the same time. So anyway, I've been feeling that way while I've been sleeping on the ground. which is kind of interesting to me. And I've also been having more dreams, or at least I've been remembering my dreams more once I started sleeping on the ground. So I don't know what the heck that's about. But yeah, it's very interesting to me. All of this to say, though, the whole mattress situation, you know, as some of you know who have been following me for a while, I moved earlier this year to a new city about 2 hours away from where I grew up, my hometown. And I moved by myself without really knowing anyone. I live by myself. And most of the time I really enjoy it. Like, I love being on my own, doing my own thing. I'm very independent in that way. But times like this, where it has to do with like household stuff, mattresses, anything needing like help in a practical sense, times like this really make me desire a husband to help with stuff like that. Like, I can see how partnership and companionship and things like that, and just like how there are so many benefits to being married to someone, or if nonetheless, like, of course I do want to get married someday, but even like having a boyfriend to help with things like that, a boyfriend who lives close that could help me, I think like that's what makes me desire a companion. And of course I desire one for other reasons, but honestly I think that's like one of the main reasons, is to help out in that way. And then I kind of like feel guilty about it, because I'm like, well, that sounds selfish. Like, do I just want someone to help me? But I think we all want help in some ways, and maybe I wouldn't provide that same type of help to my partner someday, but I think I could help them in other ways. For example, I think I have a unique way of thinking about things. And maybe I could help them consider different perspectives. Or I can be kind of calm and gentle. I can also be the opposite of that, but I can be pretty calm and gentle when I'm in a good place, and I feel like that could balance someone out who has more of like, I don't want to say aggressive, but like maybe they're just like go, 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 and they're very like passionate. Not to say I'm not passionate, I don't know how to explain this. I guess just my feminine energy could balance my partner's masculine energy. I'm very attracted to masculinity and masculine energy. And people have different ideas and thoughts about what that means to be a man. I was just talking to a new friend recently about what that means for him to be a man. And I'd be interested about what you guys think. Like, what makes a man a man? What makes a woman a woman? What's masculine? What's feminine? Both maybe in the secular sense of the word, and also, of course, biblically speaking. Like, what do you think God had in mind when he created man and female, man and woman, male and female, masculine, feminine, you know, all that. So, yeah. What else can I ramble about? I got a new car recently. It's a 2017 Jeep Cherokee. It's white. I really like it. Before that I had an older Honda Civic that I would drive around. I had so many miles on it because my previous job, I would drive so far to work. So I put a lot of miles on that baby. It was time for me to get a new car, but at the same time it feels weird. Like, I've been telling people this, it's weird to like own something. This is my first car that I actually bought myself with my own money. more sensitive to scratches or I don't know, things like that, and I don't like worrying about that stuff. Like, at the end of the day, it's just a car. I'm not really materialistic, I don't think. And so, I don't know, it's just been kind of weird for me having something that's mine, having something that's newer and nicer, and being responsible for it, having to take care of it. Not that I didn't take care of my old car. I think I did a pretty nice job with it, but at the same time, like, I was just like, whatever. If something happens to it, something happens to it. But I feel like I'd be sad and disappointed if something happened to my car now, especially like within the first year or so. But I know I need to. I don't know what I was gonna say about that, but it's just been a weird experience. But it's nice, I guess. It is nice. It's nice having a new car. But it's also weird. I've been thinking lately about parasocial relationships. Ever since that word was introduced to me, and how creators on YouTube and ASMR artists like myself, like, people can have parasocial relationships with us and it being really one-sided. And I, like, for example, I follow a lot of ASMR accounts as well, and it is this weird thing where you feel like you know the person, or you feel like you have a sense of who they are. You feel comfortable with them, especially with ASMR videos, right? Like, they're very soothing, and there's so many positive benefits, but I could also see how it could be negative, where, especially if you're only relying on that type of interaction, and you don't have a lot of social interactions in real life, it can become detrimental in a way, because it's one-sided, essentially. And you may think that you know them, but you only see what they present. You only see, like, this curated content. You don't really see them in real life interacting with people, or in bad moods, or I don't know. You just see what they want you to see. So it's very idealistic, and on top of that, they don't know you in return, especially if you're like an anonymous person and you don't have a picture or anything. It's like you're just talking to some unknown person. It could be like a man, a woman, it could be a child. Like, you have no way of knowing. So even when I have these people who leave comments that fall into like the trolling category, one, I've never really understood that, because I'm just like, do you not have anything better to do with your time than go on like random strangers' accounts on the internet and like try to harass them? Or I don't know, like, I just wonder what that does for people. Like, does it make them feel powerful? Does it make them feel clever? It's so odd to me. I don't know what else I was gonna say about that, but yeah, it's like this being anonymous is like a protective factor for them. Because it doesn't take much courage to be rude to someone on the internet when you're not showing your face and you don't have a name. Not that I have people being rude to me, but if I did, like, I don't know, I've seen that on other accounts, of course, and it's just like so silly. It's so strange to me. But then again, like, I don't know, maybe they don't have, there could be so many different reasons. Either they don't have a conscience, they don't experience empathy, so even if it's negative connection, like that connection's better than nothing. These are just my thoughts on it, but for me, I'd rather go on strangers' pages and encourage them and leave uplifting comments. But I guess not everyone's like that, and I can't expect everyone to be like me. But I do want to say thank you to you guys, to my subscribers. You guys are all so positive and encouraging, and I'm just so blessed. I feel so blessed and so humbled to, I don't know, be able to connect with you guys in this way. This just also made me remember something else that I was talking to my friend about, and that is, it's like kind of strange now that more people that I know have access to this channel, either because I've shared it with them or because they found me through this channel or some other platform, and then we met in real life, or we connected outside of ASMR. And it feels weird because, like, when I first started, this was very private, and I didn't really need any type of filter as far as like my genuine true thoughts. And I don't really feel like I need a filter now, but I'm still conscious of like who can come across this video, right? And so that's kind of been interesting. I like it in the sense that like it does feel a little better that people in real life, people that I know, also have access to this, and they can talk to me about it or give me feedback, or, you know, whatever the case. I feel, I guess, more seen and known in that way, but at the same time it loses like that privacy factor and that anonymity. I can't say that word. Just like being anonymous in a sense, even though I was never truly anonymous. Like, I would show my face, but like, it doesn't matter if people see my face if they don't know who I am. Like, I'm just a person, just a random person on the internet. So yeah, that's been interesting. just sitting with my thoughts, and thoughts spontaneously come to mind, it feels easier to just freely express those thoughts. However, when I'm with someone else, that feels strange, and I try to hold back because it just seems random at the time, or I feel like they're not gonna understand, or I have to filter it. Or what happens sometimes is I'll start a sentence, and as I'm thinking, more thoughts will come and change direction of what I was thinking. So a lot of times I'll start sentences without finishing them, or I'll start and then go over here, explore that thought, try to come back. So my way of thinking and speaking can be kind of all over the place, which, to be honest, if I was friends with me, I think I would find that very frustrating, and I would grow very impatient, which makes me very thankful for the people I have in my life that don't seem to mind or don't seem to care about that, because I've met people like me in that way, and I get kind of frustrated. I'm like, just spit it out, what are you trying to say? So the fact that no one's ever really said that to me before is very kind.